Thank you, Dre. Representing the LLM class is John Charles Davidson. A graduate of the Stanford Law School, Mr. Davidson is adding an LLM in U.S. law and policy to an impressive list of academic credentials. He holds a BS in professional aeronautics from Embry-Riddle and an MS in managerial economics from the University of Oklahoma. Add to that 14 years of service in the United States Air Force, and you have quite a resume, Mr. Davidson.
My goodness, believe me, I'm not that impressive. And I don't think they could have put us in a more perfect order. Hans is funny and Andrea's smart, and I'm somewhere in between. So to start with, I'd like to say good afternoon, and I'd like to thank my classmates for the opportunity to stand here today. I'd also like to thank all of you for your time. Most importantly, I'd like to thank all of our families and friends for putting up with us while we've been in school, which is no small task. I want to give special thanks to my father, sister, and brother-in-law for making the trip one more time to another graduation. Dan and Mary Lynn, I believe, are somewhere up here, and I could not have done any of this without you, believe me. And to my father, I'd like to thank you for teaching me when I was very young what it means to be a counselor. My children are not here today, but in this world of technology, I can say to them both that I love them very much and I'm very proud of them. And to Congressman Barrett, I'd like to thank you for being here with us today and sharing some surprisingly similar ideas about not being important and how once I accept the fact that I'm not important, I become very important. And I'd also like to thank all the faculty and staff for the whole time that I've been here and for all the students that you've all supported. For those who may be wondering why anyone would go back to law school, there are a couple of reasons. Our international students attend in preparation for the bar exam. They become familiar with the system of laws here and the language, so that they can go ahead and take the bar review course and do that. There are my classmates that are already licensed here in the United States, and they come to maybe transition into another career, learn the area of law a little bit more in depth, or maybe they want to go into academia. As for me, I'm a glutton for punishment, to which all of the men on the rugby team will attest, and Hans is one of them. And if Professor Moulton is here, I did not catch her. I want to apologize again for startling you in class about a year ago with a fantastic black eye. In that particular match in which I got that black eye, Hans, who spoke earlier, broke his nose before I ever stepped onto the field. My first match, and I knew I was in trouble. I have loved it ever since. Like I said, I'm glad for punishment. Law school was calling when I faced significant life changes a little over 2 years ago. I was working as a roofer in the hot Sacramento summer sun when going back to school entered my consciousness. Yes, I was slinging shingles, laying tile, and using a torch to keep the rain out. It just screams more law school, right? Maybe some can identify similar illogical ideas that place you in your seats today. I hope you're as glad as I am to have heeded that idea. I am a better person because of all of you. You see, all I am is pieces of you. Years ago, I met the man, Anthony, sitting out here somewhere, selected most likely to become a law school professor. Anthony and I always appreciate our intellectually invigorating conversations in Senator Steinberg's office. It's no surprise to me that you are here with us today. Judge Callahan, a great friend and alumni of the school, I am blessed to count you among my friends, and I will never forget to prepare and prepare some more. And of course, to be gentle with myself when all that preparation doesn't go just as I'd like. Dean Nagaraya, I want to thank you, sir, for your uplifting spirit, and for taking the time to discuss life, why I was back in school, and what I might do once I'm done. To my professors, all of them, I have learned more about the law and myself in my short stay here than I did my first time through law school. That is in part because of me, but in no small measure because of you. Thank you for your guidance along the way. I learned the Chevron two-step. For the uninitiated, that isn't a dance. I learned what a strong mayor is and why the California State Constitution is one of the most onerous governing documents ever in the history of governing documents. Complicated water rights systems began to make sense, and then they didn't. And finally they did again, sort of. But more than anything else, I learned from all of you, my fellow students. Ryan, it was a pleasure negotiating with you last summer in Professor Wedge's class. 5 more minutes and I swear we were there. Caitlin, it's funny how sharing notes with a classmate can have such a significant impact. That particular summer, I was faced with balancing class time against the pressing demands of my professional future. And more than anything, it was the idea that someone cared and shared my struggle, which is no surprise coming from a fellow officer. Mohammed, I hope the water law review session helped you as much as it did me. Thank you for teaching me about your country and giving me the opportunity to teach something I care about deeply. And Professor Slocum, yes, I am a water hugger. Colleen, aside from just being awesome, I want to thank you for sharing the point of view that our job hunt, while difficult, need not be cutthroat, and most especially for switching chapters with me on that strategic decision-making presentation. You are a true colleague. Tori, thank you for getting me and my beautiful little yellow dog Sierra to Yosemite for the Environmental Law Conference, and for giving me the opportunity to help you review for your final on our way back. I honestly can't remember what the subject was, but it was a lot of fun. Brian, wherever you are, classes would not have been the same without you, particularly negotiations and water resources law practice. Those days did get kind of long, didn't they? And Lori, I'm glad you came to California and became my friend, and introduced me to the fascinating world of roller derby. I will definitely be there myself. Rachel, Lauren, and Catherine, thank you for helping make the year-long practical course truly enjoyable. And Jason, I look forward to more talks over coffee about immigration law and how else we can fix the world. There are many, many more people and experiences, and I would love to share them all with you. I can't do that, I don't have enough time. There are also staff members, though, like financial leader Joe Pincus, Carla in the cafeteria, Jim and Jose who keep us safe around campus, and Florence, who was so helpful in preparing my course of studies. I carry all of you with me wherever I go. Pieces of you. The most significant piece of me, though, comes from my mother. The last time I saw her was the day I walked across the stage to receive my JD. The graduation program for that day was sitting on the nightstand next to her when she passed. A dear friend of mine asked me recently if I thought my mother would be here today. My reply, of course, she'll be speaking from the podium. She makes me better every day. So look to your left and to your right. Pick up a piece from a loved one, from a friend, from a complete stranger, the very best ones, and carry them with you. Give them one in return. They will carry you through as you prepare for the bar exam, start that first legal job, open a new practice, go back to school, or face difficult personal times. Take pride in them, take care of them, honor them. I've given up my entire life to be the person I am today. Was it worth it? Absolutely. I am a better father, son, brother, friend, attorney, and counselor at law because of all of you. It is an honor and a privilege to be counted among the class of 2013 of the University of the Pacific McGeorge School of Law. Thank you very much.